Idioms, those colorful, quirky, abstract, and usually puzzling common phrases that make one question if they are the same language. They are cultural and non literal that make them so challenging. Let's break them down and master them with fun. Let's look at some dog idioms, and six in particular. So the first one, the meaning would be an extremely long time, haven't seen somebody or been somewhere. So is the idiom 7 dog years? A doggone long time? Or in a dog's age? Now, based on the fact that time does not move at the same rate for a dog, we look at the fact is that our day is not that long, but for a dog, it's a very long time. So we would call this idiom in a dog's age. This idiom really describes something that's very messy or disorganized. You might know somebody like that. You walk in a room and you might say, it's a dog's breakfast, or a dog's dinner, or lastly, a chateau roof woof. Which do you think is right? Hmm. Well, in this case, it's referring to something that's really not a pleasant looking thing. Dogs are not like people. They just don't have a good way of eating. So in this case, we actually have two. A dog's breakfast and a dog's dinner would be acceptable answers. You've seen this type of person. You know what I mean. That person who attaches themselves to someone in admiration or infatuation, or simply just to get what they want. What's the idiom? Is it puppy eyes, a lap dog, or puppy love? Now, in this case, it's not a good thing to be. And the correct answer would be a lapdog. You just are doing whatever you have to get that person's attention because you're looking at your own returns. We've all been there. Oh, I feel awful when a person's very, very sick. And a lot of times your belly is not happy. Is the idiom giving up the bone, sick on the bone, or sick as a dog? Well, the correct answer here would be sick as a dog. Because usually when a dog eats something it shouldn't eat, it will tend to throw it up, give it back. So you'd be as sick as a dog. It's one of those wet days, torrential rain. It just doesn't stop. What would the idiom be? Raining puppies and kittens? Raining cats and dogs? Raining dogs and cats? Well, the answer here is a very popular one, and it actually is in the top 20 of all idioms. And it has to reflect with torrential rain, and the answer is raining cats and dogs. We've all seen in sports somebody doing that extra special, like catching a ball and doing a backflip. They've got to show that they can do anything. These kind of athletes, we would call them a hot dog, hot dogging, or a smooth dog. Now, when we see these flamboyant acts, and they're often fairly selfish, we would call it hot dogging. Hopefully, you've learned something today and enjoyed this lesson on dog idioms. Please help this page. We're offering a unique learning experience. It's not simply words, it's words with graphics and audio to help you learn English because today it has so many advantages. So please hit all the buttons and share to support this page that's done by one private individual.